skydiving. Hope comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good morning. I almost said afternoon. I almost said it. So I'm used to. Nah, I was up a little bit earlier today. I went to bed a little bit earlier last night. So yesterday was kind of a rough day, man. We learn from them. We change and we move forward, man. It's really all you can do. Last night was kind of unenjoyable. Leisure, good to see you, dude. Good to see you. Sorry I didn't follow up yesterday. I'm going through a little bit of depression, and so I just went through I'm doing better today, though. And remember when you have depression that you follow up with the people that love you, right? Like this morning, I called my wife and said, hey, I'm doing better today. So that way she doesn't have to worry about me all day. And I'll tell you what it was. Sometimes I feel like I'm a burden. You know, I don't work. There's a lot of stuff I don't do. There's a lot of stuff I can't do. So I stay in the realm what I can do. And as a man, that gets pretty fucking frustrating sometimes when people constantly go to my wife, like, why doesn't he work? And why doesn't he do this? And why, maybe it'd just be easier if I wasn't, that's the bullshit that goes through our mind. It's not true, but so that's kind of what I was going through. I don't mind telling you because I know you go through it too. Whether you want to admit it out loud or not, you don't need to. That's fine. That's why I'm here. See, I know it's hard to run around and tell people that you got snakes. Nobody wants to do that, and that's kind of what we're talking about today. I went to get a drink of water this morning and threw out my shoulder. So I'm in a lot of pain right now. Not a lot. It's kind of subsided. I did some stretching and popped a couple Tylenol, down some more water, do what I can to help it. Yeah, that's it, leisure. And, that's why I've got a sponsor, somebody that understands me a little bit better than most other people. And my sponsor knows me. I mean, and he doesn't know me because he knows me. He knows me because he's been around a lot of alcoholics. And I need somebody that says, you got to be rougher with me or I ain't going to fucking listen to you. I won't. If you come at me and everything's okay. I'm not really, I need somebody that's like, you know what, motherfucker? We love you, you son of a bitch. That's the world I come from, man. So meet me where I'm at. Meet me where I'm at. All right. So this is out of a day at a time. I've not done introductions. Welcome to the Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. Please wear it out. Some might get that joke. That's my name. Don't wear it out. Now wear out my name. Tell everybody who I am. I'm kidding. Don't. But please share. That would help. And on this one, Instagram is going to give me a badge or something. Oh, because they're like, you're one reel away from something. I don't know what it is. I'm not even on Instagram enough to know how to even fucking share your post. I don't know how. I just do this. So, I don't know. So, this is Hazelden literature. Hazelden is the Betty Ford Clinic, the #1 treatment center in the world since the beginning of time, okay? And Hazelden literature is actually going to be included in AA-approved literature, from my understanding, this year. We're waiting for years for that to happen because it's really good. You know, I like the daily reflection, but it becomes stagnant. Who wants to talk about the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th step every fucking day for a month? So we got to mix it up. We got to mix it up, right? All the program's 12 steps ask us to go contrary to our natural inclinations and desires. They puncture, squeeze, and finally deflate our egos. Yeah, you're going to go against when you are drinking, you are going against every natural instinct. When we come in, we're not going against our natural instinct. We're actually going with it now. We were actually fighting against our natural instinct. What's the number one natural instinct? Survival. Survival. So when you put alcohol in you constantly, alcoholically, like I did, we call that suicide on the installment plan. Guess what? I got a haircut. Nobody's even noticed, which is good. You shouldn't notice, actually. I just got rid of the wings. I just have less wings, that's all. It actually doesn't look any different because I didn't go for taking away length, growing my hair. I'm going to grow it long, be a hippie for a little bit, right? So suicide goes against your natural instinct. That's why it felt so fucked up. That's why. Because your stomach got excited, right? Your body's like, oh, I love, or your brain's like, let's have that alcohol. Your body's like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Why do you think you black out? Why do you think you shake? Why do you think you get a hangover? Because your body's saying no. It's saying no. Why do you think you puke if you drink too much? It's going against your body is refusing it. After a while, it'll just submit. Your body will just submit. It'll be like, okay, brain, you're in charge, man. There's nothing we can fucking do, obviously, until this guy decides to change his mind, right? Every natural instinct. What's our other natural instinct? Procreation. What comes after that? Money. Money comes next. So when an alcoholic sobers up, what do you think they're going to clamor for? They're just trying to feel. They're just trying to complete themselves, and you understand that. When I got here, I wasn't a person. I needed something to complete me, and I thought it was sex, not a relationship. Sex, procreation, touching, loving, squeezing, right? Right, that Journey song, loving, touching, and squeezing each other. Can't sing anymore, though. I'll delete my video. I do a lot of singing here. I can't help it. Can't help it. It's fun. It's actually, I'm stemming when I sing. That's what I do. When I sing, I feel so much better. Right? Like right now, I don't know if you've ever heard of the Commitments, but they have a really cool rendition of "Try a Little Tenderness." I just love. I love the guy's voice, man. Great reversion of Mustang Sally. Anyway, when it comes to ego deflation, few steps are harder to take than the fifth. I don't know. I think that's subjective. I really do. The fourth and fifth step, that was a fucking breeze. That was a breeze for me. I tell you what, I've been doing that since I was 14. I've been writing lists and looking inside to see where I was wrong since I was 14 years old. Okay. It's just a matter of whether I was willing to do it or not. And for a long time, I was not. But when I became willing, it was very, very clear cut for me. It did not take me long to get through my fourth and fifth step. Three was my sticking point. That's why I'm a big third stepper. I'm big on the third step because it became so personal for me. That's how I understand it. That God is personal. My higher power is personal. You can't fucking have it. Period. There's nothing you can do. You can't even take it from me. You can't even talk to my higher power. It's mine. I'm grabbing a fan real quick. It's getting hot. It's funny because this fan sucks, but I don't know why I refuse to replace it. I got the money to replace it, but I just don't. Just don't. Oh, my shoulder's feeling better. Thank you, Tylenol. Thank you, Crack. Thanks, Crack, for making my shoulder feel better. All right, I'm feeling better, so I'm trying to be in a good mood. I got a meeting today at 2:00 with Adams County about jobs. Not a job for me. I ain't going to work. I already have a job. All right. We admit to ourselves and to another human being the exact nature of our wrongs. Few steps are hard to take, yes, but scarcely any step is necessary. Now, this I absolutely agree with. A scary step is necessary to long-term freedom and addiction and peace of mind. Have I quit living by myself with the tormenting ghosts of yesterday? Man, they took this straight out of the 12 by 12. They took it straight out of the 12 by 12. So let's go to step 5. It opened up right to step 5. Gee, is God working in our lives? I don't know. See right here, it starts as experience says right here. It took it from the very first. Let's try. And so it says here, experience has taught us we cannot live alone with our pressing problems and character defects, which cause or aggravate them. Now, we can't live with that because those are the things that make us drink. We can't live with that. We can't be the grouch and the brainstorm. Okay? Oh, God. I'm so tired of brainstorming. My brain never stops. Right now, it's still in the background. It's like figuring things out right now. I wish it just kind of shut up. The practice of admitting one's defects to another person is, of course, very ancient. It has been validated in every century, and it characterizes the lives of all spiritually centered and truly religious people. But today, religion is by no means the sole advocate of this saving principle. Psychiatrists and psychologists point out the deep need every human being has practical insight and knowledge of his own personality flaws, and for a discussion of them with an understanding and trustworthy person. There's qualifications there. There's always qualifications, whether you want to admit it or not. There are. Qualification is here is find somebody that's trustworthy. Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you, if you're talking to somebody and they're talking crap behind somebody else's back, don't do your fucking fifth step with them. But they're my friend. I don't care if they're your friend. That person's going to spread your shit around. Be careful who you share your stuff with. Your very deep personal things like your fifth step. Okay. Because there's a lot of things you're never going to talk about again. Because even when I'm 12 stepping, I don't get into particulars. I don't. I let them talk about theirs if they want to talk about some particulars, and I will sit there and agree with them, and then what I'll do is I'll say it back to them and let them know that, hey, I know how you feel. I've been there myself when I first got here. This is how it was, and this is how it's changed. And then I listen again. And then I do that process again. Okay. I'm deflating the ego a little bit at a time. If I go in there and go, they'll wither into nothing. They'll think they're a hole in the donut, man. Gotta be careful on the process. See, it's a matter of replacing. It can't be empty at any point. Okay. If that, and what I'm talking about is that hole in your stomach that you get. Maybe you don't have it anymore. Is that hole in your stomach that said the other shoe's going to drop any fucking day. And it never did it? It did. You just didn't take it that way anymore. You're a better person. You see things differently because you know yourself better. And the better you know yourself, the more you're going to be able to help other people. The more you're going to be able to see the world for what it is. Some of us want to stay naive. Yeah. When I say ignorance is a virtue, I kind of wish I was ignorant to a lot of it so I could go back to the beginning and not know and just be okay with the program. And some people know what I'm talking about. Right? So far as alcoholics are concerned, AA would go even further. You and I are bodily and mentally different from our fellows, and we need to take the extra step. All of us, we all do that. We all take the extra step from the non-alcoholic. Okay, then take the extra little step. Yeah, sometimes the less I know, the better. I agree with that. Because my mind will try and, this is where my knowledge will come out in pride. Oh, don't do it that way. I'll start mansplaining shit. I will mansplaining. That's how it'll come out, thinking I'm doing the right thing. Right? It seems plain that the grace of God will not enter to expel our destructive obsessions until we are willing to try this. Kind of like growing up, you want a new car. A lot of parents, what they did is they said, okay, we'll put this much money in. We will match whatever money you go out and make and put in. That'd be a good example to something like that. See, everybody has skin in the game for a goal. And when you have more than one person in the game, because it takes a tribe to get someone and keep them sober, it takes a tribe, okay, which includes, why does it take a tribe? Why do we say that? We are alleviating the God thing for them. It's what we're doing. We're making it easier for them to come in by doing that. Because you find your own higher power, don't you? Even if you're atheist or agnostic, you still do. One way or another. It might be fate, it might be love, it might be a lot of things. But I'm talked to never mind. I don't know enough about it to say much on it. I never understood atheist and agnostic. I mean, I give it to them. I hear what they're saying for sure, but I don't understand it. And I don't need to. There are things that I do that you may not understand. So, all right. Few steps are hard to take, yes, but scarcely any step is necessary to long-term freedom from addiction and peace of mind. Have I quit living by myself with the tormenting ghosts of yesterday? I don't believe in atheists. Did you hear about the dyslexic atheist that didn't believe in dog? That's as close to an atheist joke as I got. Have I quit living by myself with my tormenting ghosts of yesterday? Sometimes those come up in depression, man. Mm-hmm. I don't mean to. It's not something I'm in control of. When it comes to some of these harder emotions, sometimes it's about time. Last night, I was doing better in the afternoon, but for some reason I just so I didn't do anything. I went and laid down. Okay? I didn't fall asleep, but I just laid there. No music, no TV, no nothing, just the sounds of the house. My grandson running around back and forth, and the cats doing their thing. I just kind of let life be life. I watched some TV, and I went to bed. Woke up this morning, and I feel a little bit better. Right? I need to. I have to be something powerful in 3 hours. I do. I need everything that I have in about 3 hours. I have an important meeting, and I have no idea how it's going to go. I don't even have anything written down. Oh, today I pray, may God give me strength to face the great ego pincher. Step 5. I'd rather go with courage than strength in this one. How about both? Let's go with both. May I not hesitate to call a trusted hearer of fifth step, set up a meeting and share it by accepting responsibility for my behavior and then sharing my account of it with God and one another. I am actually unburdening myself. Today I'll remember my fifth step pain is also my liberation. Here we are with another paradox. AA's full of them. Okay, that you'll find no enduring strength until you let go. That's the concept. But this one has more to do with freedom. All right, this is usually where the obsession to drink leaves. Third step, fifth step. That's usually the places where the obsession to drink leaves. So what happens, right, you're going, let's say you want to drink and you tell somebody else. It loses its power, does it not? What is that? That's prevention. That means you're stopping something before it happens. Prevention. Okay? Before, you were just trying to fucking live, man. You were already drunk. Okay? So it's the same concept. Okay? Anytime you remove anything that is blocking you from the sunlight of the spirit, you will experience more freedom. You will understand certain things that, like, convenience is not freedom. The more convenient your life is, the less freedom you have in your life. There's a lot of things I will not do. I'm getting ready to replace my thermostat because it's hooked to the internet. I will not buy a car that they can turn off because they don't like me. No, I will drive a cheap piece of shit car instead. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's what I will do. All right. So these natural instincts that we have. Natural instincts. I mean, again, let's cover them. Well, nobody else really showed up, so I'm not going to recover them. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up. So, actually, let's rephrase this though. It is not the program that is going against your natural instincts. It was your drinking. Number 1, survival. Staying alive. Well, when you commit suicide on the installment plan, it will disrupt the soul. Yeah. That's why we call this a spiritual malady. You take care of that spiritual malady first, everything else will fall into place. I guarantee it. I'll guarantee it. All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Rewatchers, leisure. I love you. Peace out and have a day.